Where is your money just slipping right out of your account? Well, we talked about one earlier. That's when you're just not enforcing your fees. You're letting things slide and letting things slide because you're the cool landlord, right? Don't do that. That's a leak. You're just letting money slide right out of your account. But the other one is you're just not charging enough for rent. When was the last time you did a market analysis? When was the last time you assessed whether or not you are charging an adequate amount for your rent? You may say to yourself, well, I've had these tenants here for so long, I feel badly charging them what the market says this rent is worth. Maybe you do, but there are ways that you can transition up to the market rent. Because the grocery store didn't feel bad jacking up all the prices when inflation hit, right? And the car dealership certainly didn't feel bad. And so all around, everybody else jacks their prices up to what the market demands, except for landlords. Landlords tend to be the slowest when it comes to moving up to the market demand. Remember, this is a business. You have to treat it as such. You have actual costs for repairs, you have actual costs for insurance, and nobody's paying your mortgage if that rent isn't getting paid. And if the rent amount, bless you, is insufficient, if the rent amount is insufficient to cover these costs, you are now losing money. And so be conscious of where these fees are going and that you're charging a market acceptable rate. Things like insurance, for example. When was the last time you shopped your insurance? You could save thousands. If you've got more than 5 properties and you haven't shopped your insurance in years, there are potentially thousands of dollars on the table that you could save in a heartbeat by just shopping around and making sure you're still covered, but you're paying less. Make sure you're looking into things like this. Fees you're leaving on the table, the market rate for rent, and things like insurance and other costs. I've always found that if your tenant is willingly paying you late fees every single month, that says something very specific about your rent. What is it? It's too low. If they are willingly paying it, that in and of itself is a sign that you're just not charging enough. Or it could be a combination of that or the fee, the late fee, that penalty, it's just not stiff enough. That's why I recommend if you're capped at 12%, hit them early. 3%, 3%, 3%, 3%. You're done in 4 days, but man, it has the maximum pop within those 4 days. Because if you're charging $10 a day on a $2,000 a month lease, it's meaningless. $10 is nothing. Landlords, as always, we welcome you to follow us on our Instagram page. If you're not a member yet, join us on Facebook. And if you enjoy what you see here, give us a thumbs up. Click that like button. We enjoy that very much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing.